Officers from the Flowery Branch Police Department in Georgia respond quickly to a call about someone being shot multiple times by her own neighbor in their apartment building. What officers weren't expecting is the wild reason the shooting occurred.
610 radio.
She's still in the house. She's still in the house.
Scene is safe. Suspect is still in the house. We're gonna need to set up a perimeter. Hey, where's she at? Which?
Apartment C. She's still in there. She's opening up the door. She's in the apartment next to the left of mine.
Where's your hand at?
I'm C. She got hit in her wrist and in her chest.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh God. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem.
Oh God. I don't know if she killed my dogs. I hope she didn't kill my dogs.
What? All right, so apparently we have a shooting. The suspect is still in the house, shot this lady once in the wrist and once in the chest. Now this occurred in Flowery Branch, Georgia. This is about 45 minutes north of Atlanta. This is a quiet town. Not a lot of shootings at all in Flowery Branch, so this is very surprising. Let's see what's going on.
No, oh my God, I hope she didn't kill my dog.
Hold on.
You're gonna be okay, bro. You did good. Stop the bleeding. There she goes. She's right there. There she is.
Where?
Right there.
She's gonna be located in apartment B as in
Okay. Tourniquet applied. Hold the channel. We're going at gunpoint.
Drop whatever you got. Drop it. Come here. Come towards me.
Keep walking.
What?
On your knees. On your knees. Keep your hands in the air.
Clear. 1026.
610, 1026. Hey, get back, sir.
Clear 1026.
Stand up for me.
Where's the gun at?
It's in the house, sir.
Anybody else in the house?
Yeah.
Who?
She, her daughter, her and her daughter.
610 radio. Victim. I applied the tourniquet on the victim. How many times did you shoot?
Clear out the tourniquet in the
2 or 3.
1045.
Why'd you shoot?
Because the dogs kept barking.
All right, if there is a reason for a shooting in Flowery Branch, it's gonna be about the dogs. If we're honest, guys, we have all been super frustrated by certain sounds like a baby crying on an airplane or our neighbor's dogs barking. We all know that overwhelming sense of frustration and we wanna go in there and make it stop. Here though, this lady was standing on business and walked into that apartment and started shooting. It was weird to me that the victim, who had been shot twice, was so worried about the dogs. So this makes me think that these neighbors have had an ongoing feud about the barking. I will be honest and say that I don't understand how certain people can live in an apartment where, for example, the smoke detector is going off every 90 seconds, or they'll live in a place and the dogs are constantly barking. Do people not have ears? This lady is the aggressor, no doubt about it, but there's a certain part in me that, if I'm gonna be honest, I understand it.
They won't need to probably put her in a car. I'm gonna go back to the victim. They're coming. 610 radio. What's the ETA for the ambulance?
They're pulling in right now.
They're pulling in right now. Just sit on your bottom.
Check on my dogs.
Yeah.
They're all over there. I'm gonna just check on you more.
The ambulance is dripping again. She stopped it. She controlled it with pressure, but it's dripping again.
Here, let me tighten it.
Oh my God, y'all can't take it to tighten it anymore.
Okay.
Please don't tighten it anymore.
Okay.
Please.
You want to sit on your
ambulance? Oh my God.
That's them.
Please, are my dogs safe?
All right, now we heard her saying, don't tighten the tourniquet. The officer should not listen to what this lady is saying because she is bleeding profusely. I just did a video the other day where an officer who had gotten shot said that the tourniquet that was applied on him was more painful than the shot itself. He said it was the most pain that he ever felt in his life, but he also said that it was the tourniquet that saved his life. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Helmick was hospitalized for 19 days. From his hospital bed, he wrote the public release report himself. About 4.5 months later, Chief Helmick spoke about the incident with the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police.
The suspect did shoot me 2 times, once in the abdomen and then once in the upper left thigh, which fractured my femur. The suspect was subdued by the other 3 officers that were on scene and taken into custody. Placed the tourniquet on my leg, which is the worst pain I've ever had in my life. It was worse than getting shot. And that really did save my life. I had lost over 1/4 of my blood.
So these tourniquets hurt, but they are super important.
Please, I hope she didn't kill my dog.
Yeah, they're over there. I don't think so, because she looks like she just retreated back in the house.
I hope she didn't kill my dogs.
Hey, can you stand up? I want to look at your chest.
This way, I don't have it. You see it? It's the right chest.
Yeah, so it's in your breasts.
The girlfriend said it was in her right. Okay, so she got shot in the chest and in the wrist. This lady is extremely calm for taking 2 bullets. A lot of people, including me, would be crashing out. This lady seems perfectly composed considering what she's gone through.
Do you feel like it
On
penetrated?
both sides.
Okay. Just control your breathing.
But I don't have any holes, so maybe it grazed it or something.
Yeah.
And it went here.
Any other units can slow
Because I
down.
turned around real quick.
Clear.
Oh
Any
my
other
God.
units, slow down.
Do you know where in the wrist? Was it in the wrist?
Right here. Right there. Take this. Okay. Oh, it was right there. Is the bullet in there?
Huh? Yeah.
Clear.
Hey, wrist. I put a tourniquet on it, and she's got 1 on the chest.
How bad was she bleeding to start with?
She was bleeding pretty good, but the tourniquet, I applied the tourniquet, but it's, yeah, she got hit in the chest, right next, the right breast. 610, you could release the channel.
The primary investigator now arrives on scene.
The sister of the one who got shot. He told me come talk to the investigator. Who's that?
Okay, well, yeah, that's me, but you're gonna have to wait a minute. Where did it actually happen at?
Inside the apartment. Apparently the dogs were barking, and the lady walked in and just started shooting.
If you want to step over here in that white car, I'll talk to you a little bit more. So you're the sister of the one that got shot?
Correct.
Was she inside that apartment? You talking about your
The lady came into my sister's apartment through the back door with a gun and said, your dogs are driving me crazy, and shot.
Wow, okay, so that was exactly it. This lady was fed up with all of the barking. She took a pistol and went into the victim's back door. Guys, situations like this are so serious. Pop quiz, do you know the specific charge that's levied against someone who breaks into a home when people are present with the intent to commit violence inside? Do you know what that charge is called? I'll let you know that in Georgia, what we used to do is charge someone with burglary and aggravated assault, or burglary and attempted murder, or burglary and armed robbery. But then around 2013, 2014, there was an explosion of these cases, and our Georgia legislature put on the books a new crime. This new crime was called home invasion, all right? So if you said home invasion as the answer to that pop quiz, give yourself a pat on the back, you get an A. We felt here in Georgia that home invasions were so deadly that they deserved their own particular charge. To me, this lady is absolutely guilty of home invasion because she entered a dwelling without permission. She was armed with a deadly weapon. There were people inside, and she had the intent to commit a forcible felony. The reason why the charge home invasion is so important is because that charge alone can get you life in prison. The minimum that you're usually looking at is around 10 to 20 years. So this lady is in huge trouble, and that doesn't even include the attempted murder.
Multiple times.
Okay, so your sister lives in C and has dogs, and
Correct.
she comes in.
Correct.
Anybody else in your sister's apartment?
Just the dogs.
Okay.
How many dogs are there? I mean, everybody's worried about these dogs.
All right, supposedly C is where the incident occurred at. Yeah. Yeah, and she was supposedly went in the back, so let's go ahead and just pull right there at that dish. We'll go behind it. Well, I hope they're in the cages. Go around that, maybe that chair or whatever. You said he was caged or not?
And I'll tell you that just as an attorney, to me, the fact that she went through the back door, that already lets me know that she was in there to do some killing. When you come in armed with a deadly weapon unannounced through the back door, I already know that your intentions are diabolical.
Fire Branch Police.
You're in here, make yourself known.
Them dogs real quiet right now. All that shooting.
Fire Branch Police. Flowery Branch Police, if you're in here, make yourself known. Flowery Branch Police Department.
Clear. Clear. She's probably shot more than one time.
She said she shot several times.
Wow.
Apparently she was sick of the dogs, but just came in. Any blood anymore? I don't see any.
I don't see any.
There's a shot to the chest.
That's Eli said kind of right here below, and then in the wrist. But we found a couple gunshot wounds, or gunshot to the door. She's alive. Hold on. Step over here. Let me talk to you. My name. Okay.
She got her this place. She helped her get this place.
Ma'am.
Okay,
My name's Chad.
I'm gonna be quiet.
My name's Chad.
Okay, apparently we got the roommate on scene here. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, Chad. How are
This
you?
is the chief.
Hi, Chief. How are you?
Right now, our concern is, of course, she's at the hospital, Northeast Georgia. It's okay. It's okay to be angry. We just gotta relax for her, okay?
Where's my dogs at? They okay?
They're okay. We checked on them. They're in the cages. They're not going anywhere.
Everybody is worried about these precious dogs.
Good with stuff like this. I'm not good with stuff like that because it ain't right. That's how you solve things.
That's
You
true.
don't do that.
Do you want to
true.
go to the hospital? And I'll talk to you later. Let me get your name and stuff right quick. Then that way you can go be with her.
Can I go see my dogs?
I don't care about my roommate. I need to see my dogs.
I can't let nobody in right now.
I love it.
Though, even she verified it.
She came over one day on Thanksgiving, and we were playing music, and she asked her could she turn it down. We turned it down. We've never had no words with her, no issues with her. The dogs do bark a lot. You try to keep them as under control as possible, but to come next door, I really don't know. I left out and went to work. My landlord called me and said, what's up, what's happening? And I was like, nothing. He was like, somebody called and said 2 women living together, one of them got shot and shot the dog. And I'm like, well, that ain't us. I'm at work. So then I said, but wait a minute, Fonda lived next door. Them 2 are together. I said, but their dog died November the 7th. And I know that because she told my wife that her dog died.
Wow, so Fonda, who is the shooter, she had a dog herself. Now, usually if you have a dog, you're a little bit more patient with other dog owners. But maybe Fonda was really good about training her dog not to bark. I couldn't imagine living next to someone who has multiple dogs and they're barking all day and all night. This lady just admitted that, hey, we do got dogs and we try to keep them under control, but they bark. Now, I can't imagine being the neighbor, but I'll be honest, I can't imagine being the homeowner. Those dogs barking would get on my nerves regardless if they're mine or not. Apparently, some people just have a very high tolerance for certain sounds.
So I'm not understanding why would you do this because of some dogs barking. If that's the case, then talk to her like you've been talking to her.
Okay, this lady says, listen, if the dogs are barking too much, then just talk to her. That's all you gotta do. Just talk to her like you've done multiple times in the past. Now that really doesn't make sense to me. I think it's clear to everybody involved that there was no way to shut those dogs up. But going in through the back door armed with a deadly weapon and shooting the people inside is not the answer. I mean, we gotta be reasonable about this. You might just have to move.
I'm not even understanding. This is...
Okay. All right, well, that's all I need right now. What we're going to do now is the apartment's shut down. We're going to do a search warrant. Do you want to go on up to the hospital and kind of stand by to be with her?
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Okay.
But why does my house need to be searched for what? Ty didn't have
Because a shooting occurred inside there.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Are you going to be able to drive to the hospital?
She does not want that house to be searched. Now, I don't know where you guys live, but I will tell you that in Georgia, marijuana is still a crime. So I think there are some things in there that this lady does not want these officers to see, but they are exactly right. The interior of the home is basically a crime scene. So they have the right to go in, to secure it, to search it, to find out what's going on.
Are you okay?
She breaks down, not about her roommate getting shot, but she's worried about the dogs and she's really worried about that house being searched.
You all right? Let me get your story real quick so you can get on your way.
Okay.
Okay, what's your first name?
Alexis. I literally pulled up.
By what time?
11:30, and I walked in, literally took my purse off, took my headphones out of my ear, set the phone down, bent down because the dogs were barking, of course.
Of course the dogs were barking, man. Listen, I don't know what to tell you. Apartment living is not for the weak.
To say hey to the dogs, and I felt the back door open, so I turned around, and she literally came and said, "Your dogs are driving me crazy." Pointed to my sister. "Your dogs are driving me crazy." Bow. I said, "Come on, we gotta get out of here. Oh my God, we gotta go." She put it on her slides. On our way out the door, she shot again. And then that's when my sister said, "I've been hit." So we ran out. We came up here. I'm telling her, hold it.
You come out of the front door or
out the front door?
Where did the lady
come? She followed us. She came to the door, opened up the door, stood out the screen.
The front door or back door?
The front door. I thought she was maybe chasing us at first, but she stopped at the front door at C. And
But I mean, initially she come in the back door.
She came through the back door.
Okay.
My sister was just sweeping off the leaves off the back porch, so the screen door was closed, but the door was cracked.
Gotcha.
So she just invited herself in, and so we came up here, screaming, call 911. She been shot. I'm telling her to apply the pressure. When I looked back to see if she was chasing her, she was still standing in the doorway with the screen door open with the gun. Like, what the fuck? So we just walked up some more. Like I said, I didn't know she was going to chase us. I'm telling her just to apply pressure. She said, "Look into the top of my shirt. I think I got shot in my chest." And when I looked at it was a hole.
Oh my gosh.
It almost didn't feel real for a second. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
And I just kept hearing my sister say, "I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry." So I don't know how many times she shot.
So where was your sister at inside the apartment when the suspect just first walked in?
Right by the in between the walkway between the kitchen and the bathroom.
Okay. So she lives there with her and Charlene?
Yes.
Okay.
And the two dogs.
Okay. And I'm sure they're scared.
Yeah.
Okay. So just to recap, you just walked in, you come in the front door, you laid your phone on the couch, bent over. The back door, was it open or shut?
The back door was cracked. The screen door was closed.
Closed, okay. So and then she opened it up and come in. And then your sister was standing in the hallway, sort of between the bathroom and right there where the kitchen is or whatever.
I think she was putting the bag. I bought her a pumpkin pie and like some snacks and stuff. So I think she was actually, I was not in there for 60 seconds. So I think she was on her way to the kitchen to put the bag that I gave her down.
Okay. And then that's when she just walked in and held out the gun. Do you remember what the gun looked like?
It was black. It looked like a handgun. It looked like probably a 45.
Okay. Then she just...
Dang. But if she would have been shot in the wrist with a 45, I don't know about that. But man, that's crazy.
Shot? How many times do you think she shot?
Definitely more than once, but I don't know how many times. After I heard the first one, I just said, come on, we got to get out the house. But it was definitely more than once.
Okay.
The primary investigator now arrives at the police station to interview the suspect.
My name's Chad Ford, F-O-R-D, vehicle. Today's date is November 29th, 2022. The time is 16:34. And you go by Fonda?
Yes.
All right.
Come on, man. You go put the cup right there. Oh, man, all right.
I have.
How long did you do that?
16 years.
Wait, what? Let me go back.
And you go by Fonda?
Yes.
All right. Have you been in law enforcement before, or you?
I have.
How long did you do that?
16 years.
So she was in law enforcement for 16 years.
So you talk to people, investigated people, and all that, interview people, so you kind of know how this
Yes,
works.
sir.
All right. The first is you have the right to remain silent. Now, I know you got bags on your hands, but are you able to kind of just do that?
I honestly don't know, but I'll try.
Placing paper bags over the hands of a suspect is usually done in homicide cases to preserve evidence such as gunshot residue from being lost or contaminated.
All right, shout out to Midwest Safety. The narrator says that bags are placed over the hands in homicide cases to preserve evidence, and that's true. But I will say that it's in any type of shooting, not just a homicide. Any type of shooting where gunpowder residue could get on the hands, then those bags are placed over it to preserve that residue until testing can be done.
Address over here.
Since April.
You live with
Melissa.
Melissa, is that your wife or is it?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend.
Well, she's safe. Of course, the kid's safe or whatever. We always make sure of that. And everything.
Right.
How many kids you got in the house?
3.
3. Are they all her kids?
Yes.
So how well do you know the people next door to you?
She works at Amazon with me.
What's her name? I didn't get a chance to talk to her.
Madi. I don't know her last name.
Oh.
I call her Mo.
So do y'all usually hang out together? Are you friends, or how's y'all's relationship?
Her wife doesn't really like me.
Her wife. Okay. So the defendant here is married to a woman and her woman has kids. And then the victim is also married to a woman. And I guess the victim has a bunch of dogs. Apparently they both work at Amazon. And it seemed like one of the women in the beginning said that this lady right here is the one who got the victim her job at Amazon. It's crazy how this lady can go in and shoot the victim given the relationship that they have with each other, working in the same place, being neighbors.
I really don't like her wife, so.
What happened today? I mean, what's the deal?
I haven't been sleeping. Very agitated, having thoughts of the dogs. I haven't been able to sleep in days. If she's not playing her music, the dogs are barking. Just lost it. Just got tired of it.
And what did you do to, you know as well as I do, it's better to get stuff off her chest and just...
I just picked up my gun. Her door was cracked and I walked in and started shooting.
So how many shots did you?
I don't recall, to be honest with you. I want to say 2 or 3. And I think I hit her.
What kind of gun you got?
9mm.
Where do you normally keep that gun?
Above the stove where the kids can't reach it.
So did you say anything before you started shooting, or?
Yeah, I told her to keep. I told you to keep these things quiet, these dogs quiet.
So which door? Did you go on the front door or the back door?
Back door.
Back door. Who did you see inside when you walked in?
There was some other girl in there with her. I'm not familiar with her.
Where was she at?
I want to say she was to the left and Madi was forward in front of me.
So you intentionally pointed the gun at her to shoot her?
Yes.
Kill her?
Yes.
Okay. Once that happened, what happened then?
I think when I fired the gun, it didn't hit her. I think it went to the right and hit the wall.
I will say this lady's in trouble, right? And there's a lot of evidence against her, fair enough. But she has been working in law enforcement for 16 years and still did not ask for an attorney. She's sitting here giving her whole entire statement with no legal representation. It's amazing to me how hard it is for some people to ask for a lawyer.
And then she was running out the door and I shot again.
So you took off after and chased them as they went out?
No, I wasn't chasing. I stayed.
Stay right there.
I stayed right there. They were the ones running. Is she okay?
I hadn't heard back on the status yet. She's still alive.
Where was she hit?
I'm not exactly sure. Did you not really think about the other people that was in adjacent apartments and stuff? Because the one next to her has like a little 2-month-old baby.
That's a great point.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Your intentions was to kill her, but then you also have all these other people. Plus, your girlfriend is in the other apartment and her kids. Have you ever shot weapons much, or have you?
Somewhat.
So you know how a bullet can ricochet and how they...
Well, yeah,
I mean, 9mm is, yeah, it can... It's not like a rifle round, of course, but them walls ain't that thick either.
Yes, sir.
Good point.
Okay. How many guns do you own?
That's the only one.
That's the one. Where'd you buy it at?
Flea market, I think.
Of course, he moves the coffee mug, and now there's a water bottle sitting right there.
The dogs are in a cage. I mean, you were an animal control officer. The dogs really bothered you that much.
Oh, she was an animal control officer as well. My goodness. I would never have guessed that.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I haven't slept probably, I can't even tell you when I've had a full 4 hours sleep.
But not every one of us go to that extreme. You ever been arrested before?
No, sir. And I worked at Atlantic Beach Police Department, basically just patrolling the beach area.
The animal control, was that at Jacksonville Sheriff's Office or Atlantic Beach?
Atlantic Beach and Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Both.
Do you feel any remorse for it? I can be honest with me. I mean, that's what we're here for.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
See, this is exactly why you don't give statements. A lot of you will say, hey, what's wrong with her giving a statement? There are witnesses, gunshots, she's arrested, everybody knows what the deal is. How much can she really harm herself? Well, statements like this, do you have remorse? And then she's smiling, I don't really know, I don't know. That is very damning for her in terms of sentencing. She is really hurting her defense lawyer's case now when he tries to go for mitigation. There is absolutely no good. There is nothing positive that you can get out of speaking to law enforcement with no attorney present. And the fact that she's in law enforcement herself just lets you know how crazy she is. She just doesn't care anymore. She doesn't care.
Just had enough. Just kind of done.
So where was your girlfriend during this?
She had just woken up.
Did she know that's what you were going to do?
I don't think she did. She was trying to get her eyes open, and I started getting upset and saying I'm tired of being woken up by these damn dogs, and she didn't know I don't think she knew I had the gun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what she knew, to be honest with you.
Well, why try to kill Mo instead of the dogs?
Because I was agitated with her. Because I kept telling her, she kept playing her music loud, and
But y'all always got along, right? Before this? I mean, have you ever talked to her and said, hey, can you keep your music
yeah,
down?
I did. I went over there one time. I think it was last week. She was like bamming her music loud. And I said, I knocked on the door. I said, please, I'm begging you to turn the music down. I can't sleep as it is.
Have you ever did anything like this before? How long have you had the gun?
I've had guns off and on.
Which there's nothing wrong with it. I'm a pro-gun person.
Yeah, probably had it maybe a year and a half, 2 years now.
How old are the kids over there?
One's 12, one's 9, one's 5.
Do you have any kids of your own?
I do not.
What did you do after they ran out the door and you walked towards them or chased them, however you want to put it?
I went next door and told Melissa, I guess, heard the gunshots, and she started crying. She goes, what did you do? What did you do?
Did you go back out the front door or back out the back door?
I went out the front to see where they went.
What did you see when you went out?
They were standing up by the mailbox, and then they had, I guess, went further up the street. That's
did you shoot again or anything out of that?
No.
Did you say anything to them then?
No.
So if she was sitting here, was able to come in right now, would you say anything to her? What would you say?
I don't know.
The officer is asking her that to see if she'll show any remorse. Like, if she came into this room, would you apologize to her? Would you say that you're sorry? Would you ask her how she is in terms of her health? What would you say to her? Would you show any type of remorse in this situation? And this lady's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm done.
I'm just agitated. I don't know what I would say to her.
How long have you thought about doing this?
A month, 2 months.
Absolutely.
Is that because of you not being able to sleep, or I mean the dogs?
It's sleep, it's everything.
So there's something else going on in life that is causing it?
All kinds of shit. Not used to having a family. IRS is on my ass for 8 to 10 grand.
I wish it hadn't come to that. But
You know, I want to point out that what she's saying rings so true in these videos. She's saying that, number one, I'm not used to having a family. I look up and now I have a wife and her kids and they're all living in my apartment. That's number one. So I'm stretched thin. Number two, the IRS is on my ass. They want 8, 10 grand out of me. Number three, you've got this lady next door blaring her music and you got these dogs. I just can't take it. I just did a video where a man forced a police officer to kill him. It was self-deletion by cop. And that guy said, hey, my mom is gone. I just lost her and I'm not going back to prison. I don't have anything else to live for. I just did another video where a young guy lost his friend. As he was coming from the funeral, he was driving drunk at 120 miles an hour and slaughtered a family, a mother, her boyfriend, and their child. When people are going through things, they can be 100% out of control, 100% unpredictable, and you can be the collateral damage. In this life, everybody has problems and you never know what the next person is going through. And you certainly don't know if they have the mental wherewithal to withstand it. It's amazing to think how dangerous regular people can be.
it did. And I appreciate you being cooperative and letting me know.
I'm just being honest. If you turn me loose tomorrow, I'd probably go shoot somebody else.
Wow. See, this is exactly why you don't give statements. If I were on the jury and I heard that one sentence, yeah, I know that she shot that lady, and yeah, home invasion, and yeah, attempted murder. But for me, that one statement right there, I am ready to sentence you to life in prison. You're never getting out. There is absolutely nothing that her attorney can do to wipe that sentence away. Now, we're going to assume that she's been Mirandized and things of that nature. But this sentence that she said right there, that, hey man, if you let me out, I'll probably go and kill somebody else. That right there is a death sentence to me. If I'm on the jury, I never want you to get out. She's speaking from the heart and she says that she's just being honest. Guys, don't ever do this. Never, ever, ever talk to these people, talk to law enforcement without an attorney. She's absolutely tacking on multiple years to her life. Her life is basically over now, especially with that sentence, and especially if I was on the jury.
So now that you shot somebody, you feel that you might go back and shoot somebody else.
She's nodding.
But you never tried to kill anybody before. I guess that made you feel good, just be like, ooh, I can relieve some pressure here.
I don't know about that. I'm tired.
I can see that.
You ever just get tired?
Oh, yeah.
You know, there is nothing more dangerous in this world than a person who is ready just to give up. They have absolutely nothing to lose at that point and they'll take you out. There's nothing more dangerous than someone who's checked out.
We all been, I've been doing this for 26 years. You've been doing it for 13. Yeah, I guess it's hard. But you have to find a way to get through it. And of course, there's always help, and sometimes it's hard to find that help. I get that.
I don't have any help. I don't have anybody.
That's not a reason to take somebody else's life.
I know.
That's true. She says she doesn't have anybody, but the people who are stressing around are her family. She's married and she got these kids, but she said, I ain't got nobody. And that is absolutely true. A lot of people think, oh, well, you know, if you're married, you can't be lonely. People will think that if you're married, then you have a support system. That is not necessarily true in marriages. You can be married and be 100% alone at the same time. This lady felt like in her situation, there was just no one that she could turn to.
And you know you're going to be under arrest.
I know.
She don't care.
The victim, who was shot in her chest and her wrist, was treated at a nearby hospital and eventually recovered from her injuries.
She could have just talked to me about it.
Now, this lady's saying she could have just talked to me about it. Put a 1 in the comments if you think that would have worked with those dogs, okay? But okay, listen, she's the victim, all right? She's the victim.
There's not much I can do because if they bark, they bark. But I would have tried to think of something, you know, if it was disturbing her like that. But I asked her on several different occasions, like, I'm so sorry the dogs be barking and, you know, they get a little loud. She's like, oh, no, they're fine. I don't hear anything on it. blood would just walk in my house like that.
That's true.
What the hell is going on?
The suspect, 57-year-old Fonda Spratt, was arrested and charged with 2 counts of criminal attempt to commit murder, home invasion, and aggravated assault. On September 15, 2023, almost 10 months after the initial incident, Fonda pleaded guilty to all her charges. She was ordered to pay $2,000 in restitution to the victims and must perform 40 hours of community service. She additionally was sentenced to 65 years. 27 of them are required to be in prison, and the remaining 38 years are to be served on probation. She will be 84 years old when she is released on probation in 2050.
All right, so Fonda was sentenced to 27 years in prison. She's almost 60, so when she gets out in 2050, she will be 84 years old. This is basically a life sentence for her. This is one of those cases where a person is pushed to the edge and then they snap, they break. It's unjustified, and at the same time, with certain people, it is inevitable. There's no way to stop it. In fact, in Fonda's case, she said that if they let her out, she'll go and do it again. This is an absolutely broken woman. Now, we can look at the situation and say, hey, it's not worth it. Who cares if you got an $8,000 or $10,000 IRS loan? Who cares if you're in a bad marriage? Just get divorced. That's no reason to go and shoot somebody. Yes, the person has dogs. Yes, they won't stop barking. But listen, if it comes to that, move, because now what is her situation? 27 years in prison? Have any of you ever been to prison? All they do in there is scream. They scream in the mornings, they scream in the evenings, they scream at night. It's scream, scream, scream all the time. If she thought those dogs were bad, she is about to find out. At the end of the day, when we're pushed to the brink, we have to find a way to save ourselves. She didn't find that way, and now her life is completely ruined. Shout out to this victim. It's absolutely great that she made a full recovery. She could have died in that apartment. It's an absolute blessing that she, along with all of us, get to see another day.
You don't have to answer that question. I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!